So, welcome back to DOREEN'S African Experiences. Did you miss me? Ah, I hear you. I hear you. Well, I'll have you know that I am alive and well, proof of life. I am just extremely busy. Work is taking me seriously. Work is taking me seriously. So how have you been? I know I've been quiet for a week. Yeah, I've been quiet for a week, but I'll catch you up on what's been going on. So I think I was a bit sad about my work life, a little bit, but I'm much better now, stronger. So I've decided to officially resume shooting content. So starting from this weekend, I'll be shooting content. It's gonna be a bit of a hassle because as much as I'm shooting, I'm having a hard time triangulating my data and my content because I use my phone for everything, and lately my cat. Lately, I don't even think I know for sure. My phone is so full because now with my bags business and all that, it's a bit crowded. So I need to buy a new phone. Finally, time to upgrade because it's been over a year and I'm still using the same phone. So I'm about to upgrade, hopefully. I have a shipment to make, and then my job itself, I have reports, and then I have assignments from some of you. For Bumbo's assignment, I think I'll handle it tomorrow, and I know he's watching me not reading his messages, like, what the fuck? I'm not ignoring you. I'm trying to record my cat scratching out my boxes because he keeps doing that, and I have to report him to someone who keeps denying that the cat is not the one doing that, that I possibly have a rat. And I know for sure I don't have any rats in my house. So, the topic at hand, as I've told you prior, resuming to shoot. Let's run content the way it's supposed to run, take the feelings out of it because I was getting a little bit touchy and emotional. I do that when I'm backed to the wall or something. I start assessing where I'm investing, where my money is going, and I start thinking it's not worth it. I'm wasting my money, I'm wasting my life or some shit like that. So I start overthinking. I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not the only one that does that. But yeah. So I've finally decided to weigh both sides and see which one is better, shooting or not shooting. And believe me, after working on this channel for years, shooting is better. Hi, Jovi Segura. So, we have a couple of things that are happening in the world, but let me start with my own country. You don't understand this. Let me tell you this. Back in the day, and back in the day, I mean the early 2000s, right? Early 2000s to mid 2000s, 2002, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, up to 15. Between those years, Children could have been a retirement plan for parents. And this I'm directly addressing my African descent people, especially most African parents. I don't know about the white people and the brown people, because I don't know how you all do your thing, but I know for sure parents are not so different. An African parent will wake up in the morning, get pregnant. Don't misunderstand me. What I'm telling you, try to follow. An African parent will wake up in the morning, get pregnant. That same African parent will get that child and give it an education. That same African parent will feed the child, raise the child, and teach the child most of the things they know. And then the world will teach the child the other things they know. In my country, the moment you finish high school like this, you cease to be a child. You have to get your wings and start flying. There is no time. Some people are flying as soon as they're in early school, middle school and stuff like that. This is the African setting, okay? But a few lucky ones will still be under their parents' wings for as far as university, even after university. Some people will stay with their parents, and their parents will not budge or stress them out. They'll take care of them. Some of them are even giving birth to kids while they are still at home. What are you throwing? You keep throwing my stuff. Like I was saying, some of you children, you're having other children and having your parents still raise these children. Look, depending on what your situation is, what your setup is, ideally, most African parents simply raise you to be by yourself and then later in life take care of them when they're older. Now, if I recall correctly, ever since, which year was that? Is it 2018, 2017? Around that time. Ever since that time, from 2016 actually, 16, 17, 18 to now, a lot of Africans are having a hard time finding jobs in their countries. Why is this so? Because there is very few people creating jobs for other people, and there is very few people leaving jobs that they are in. Most people would rather choke and die on that job in that small office before they leave it for somebody else. Even when they hit retirement age, they just won't leave. So what happens? You are not creating jobs. There's jobs that are available. People reach retirement age and they won't leave. And then we have people that are only connecting their relatives, educated or not. They have those terms, oh, he will learn on the job, like the entitlement. So you out there, you've given birth to a child. You don't have connections. You did not expose this child to a certain lifestyle, which means this child has to work very, very hard to even survive, educated or not. I know educated people that are doing jobs they didn't study to do, that are doing jobs that normally you would call low class people jobs, but they're doing them. We no longer have those things anymore. So tell me how this child of yours is going to, first of all, they are marrying young. Even if they marry old, It doesn't matter whether you marry old or marry young. Responsibilities don't change. If you are not a responsible person, you still won't take care of those responsibilities, whether you're young or old. It has nothing to do with age. Being a responsible person is just born or raised, or it's just who you are. So, this person has a family. No. Has a girlfriend or boyfriend. This person has needs that their partner also has a few needs that they can't take care of, or maybe they can take care of each other's needs or whatever the situation is. Then that person, every day we wake up, we have bills to pay. It's crazy. First of all, I want to let you all know the cost of living in most African countries is way higher. Like I can vouch on this. It is extremely high compared to most European countries and the America itself. Don't misunderstand me. In my country, the moment I wake up like this and I'm breathing and I want to have a regular day, I have to spend a minimum, I don't know if you're following me, a minimum of $10. 10 every day. $8 to $10. But do you know how much that is in my country? Do you know how hard you have to work to get that $10 in my country? We have a difference in currencies and the economies are very different. Our money has less value than most of these foreign currencies. Why is that? Again, politics, okay? A lot of things, if you follow through, you'll understand. The economic situation is it was very much set years ago. Nothing any country can do to fix that. What is what is. The cost of living in Africa is extremely high. Everything in Africa is cash based. In Europe, most European countries or the American countries, whatever your countries or those countries are, you can have over 2 credit cards if your credit score is decent, and you can get a couple things you need. Are you following me? Without having to stress out your entire existence on credit. And then you start paying off your credit slowly. Here, the only way you can get credit is if you put collateral in. Collateral means you have something that is worth something in order to get a loan or a credit, in order to get the thing that you so badly need or want, no matter what it is. Times have changed. Right now, all of you, if you are parents and your children are just still going to school or something, set aside an account for yourself. Put money in that account, no matter how little, but understand that some people have a retirement package. Some of you don't, because some people are self-employed. And then some of you are working for organizations that are practically just using you, which is majority. So very few people, especially in Africa, have a retirement package. Even that NSSF money that you put in there, I know people who can't claim it because it's been stolen. Imagine that. Or because they've lied and changed some shit so they can't access their money. Put a business in place, something for your old age, because you don't want to be that parent that is constantly cursing your own children to fail at life because you educated them, because you took care of them when they were young and now they can't take care of you. Some of you parents, your children are not telling you what they are going through because you're straight out unreasonable. Some of you parents are very entitled. You are so entitled. You think things that worked for you are going to work for these generations. They are not going to work. They are not. That is why you see so many people can't even go back home. They're scared to go back to their parents and stuff like that. Because, again, some of you parents expect too much. You expect too much. It's okay. You have to this is why I'm telling you, if you are broke, you have no business getting pregnant. You have no business bringing a life into this world that is child abuse. You are giving birth to somebody you cannot raise. If your child is going to be your source of income, that's leave the child alone. Don't give birth to it. You know, all of you parents that are using your children for clout and content on the internet, stop it. Stop it. When the child is still a baby, they can't comprehend a lot of stuff. It's okay. But then when the child is of a certain, let the children be children. A lot of you are mistreating these children, and they're coming out and talking and telling the world, I hate my mother, I hate my father. You know, I was used for content. Let me tell you something. As somebody that creates content, I know the weight of creating content. I know the weight of being on camera. Some of us are very, very strong. You bring bullshit my way, I send it twice back to you. But most children don't have the mental capability of this. You're all putting your children, and your children are being used as sex objects on the internet. A lot of you are giving birth for the wrong reasons. If you need to further your generation, give birth, but only if you can afford it, or you can afford yourself. Stop this. You are depressing people. In the past month, I think I know about over 4 suicides in my country. 4. And one of them was a kid, a guy. His death note was apparently he can't take it anymore. His parents are too much. He's not staying with his parents. He's living his own life and going on about the life. Look, as parents, I understand things were different when you were younger, or in your generations. Things were different. And things right now are very hard. Things right now are very, very hard. No matter where you are, the economy is crazy. So if you as my parent or somebody's parent, if you fail to find the money in this economy, where do you think the child is getting the money from when you as a grown-up that gave birth to the child have failed? And this is why you see a lot of girls going on about prostitution. You guys, the levels of prostitution and hoeing are crazy. I didn't even know this shit was in my country. I was on TikTok past 2-3 days. I woke up to pee. Yesterday, I barely slept because I was in shock. I was looking left, right, center, and all I could see were girls that were hoeing on the internet, calling up men to come and fuck them for a penny. You don't understand. What would make someone do something like that? Hi, Jennifer Tech. Welcome to DOREEN'S African Experiences. Don't forget to subscribe. I go live concurrently, but I also shoot content on construction, and I give genuine information mostly. I do it because I'm not earning much from it, so I just decided to give up and just do it for the fun of it, you know? And then some of you end up paying me consultation fees to answer more questions for you and guide you here and there. I'm not taking construction projects because what I have is enough. My team is fully loaded. I had a free month this month, but someone wasted it, so I don't have any other free time. But you can consult with me and my company. My WhatsApp number is in my channel description, and my email too, and all my other channels are there. So feel free to stay. My lives are basically about life, but my long videos are strictly about construction and agriculture. And then my shorts are about anything that makes me laugh or anything that I'm curious about. I'm a very curious person. My lives, I just speak my mind here. I vent, I rant, I do most of that nonsense here. So, welcome to the team. Now, guys, you people, the world has gone mad. Like, seriously. People are on the internet offering sex, like real-time sex. And they are giving out numbers like, come and meet me here. And these are the things that this generation has resorted to because they cannot seem to find anything else to do. And some of them are stressed out by too many responsibilities. Some of them are young mothers, some of them are carrying the weight of their families on their shoulders. Like, honestly, I don't know what, 5 years from now, I don't know what's going to be us. What's going to happen to us? Because truthfully, whatever is going on is actually not. What the hell? What is 118 to 5 to 9? 118 minutes. What's up? I have no idea. You know? So please, if you are planning, even if, by the way, this is not just for parents, even people that are not planning on having kids, but those ones, I think they understand the whole thing better. Because they know, there is that trend whereby I hear if all is going to hell, and who do you have to call? You don't got nothing. You don't got nobody to call. You got yourself. So bet on you only and take care of you, and prepare for you, because hard times are going to come. If you haven't noticed, let me make you notice. In life, the moment you hit the age of 20, or the moment you have your own house, or you're trying to get your own things together, your problems are going to be the same. You're not going to have the few new problems you have in life. They'll come because you've changed your routine, you've added new people to your life, or you've started doing something new. But your problems, all our problems are the same. Month in, month out. That's why I don't get stressed about that shit no more. The problems are the same. You are going to worry about rent, and then after you pay it a couple of weeks, you get to rest and not think about it. And then you're going to think about it again in 2 to 3 weeks. Then you're going to worry about the water bill, the electric bill. You're going to worry about the food, the what. It's the same thing. Life is repetitive. Okay? Simply make a plan and find out how to handle your shit. You will be okay. Okay? Life is the same. It's actually the same. By the way, all of us are having similar problems. The difference is, how do we go about these problems? Who do we know that can fix them? What can we do? That's all that changes. Because the way I fix a problem might be different from how you fix your problem. But we have the same problem. Problems are similar. Some have them in bigger volumes, some in smaller volumes, Sorry, someone was calling me. Hi, Mutiaba Ronald. Responsible for it. You go back and do it. You go and do it. So why do you keep doing it and you don't want me to record you? You keep scratching my stuff out. You do it. When I start to record you, you run away. I want to get you in action. So hi, Ronald. Yeah, but honestly, man, parents, I understand. I know some of you are going to say the children are ungrateful. No, they are. You see, what happens is when someone is too frustrated, when someone is too stressed out, they are going to start resenting you, because why the hell? Because they cannot seem to blame anybody else but you. Humanity, we are human, When someone is frustrated, then the only good thing, or the only thing that is showing even a little bit of positivity in their life, they'll start to praise that, because they just need an escape. We have this story of that man. I actually talked about this because we have a man in my country that showed up at his son's and daughter-in-law's business, and he was screaming on top of his voice, and then he was getting himself recorded, And then he was like telling them he needs money or something like that because he's sick. And then he was telling this girlfriend to the son that you're a bad person. You are the reason my son is not taking care of me. You know, you took here they took around 10M from him. The son did though. Now help me understand. And then he was like, if I didn't give birth to him, where would you find him? And then he went on to say, what else? It was mostly about you're a bad woman, you're not good for my son, or all these things. And then the son had prior to that texted and posted on his WhatsApp status telling everybody else that would watch it that his girlfriend is the best thing that's ever happened to him and she's worth more than his entire clan. You people. Highly dark. I'll think about it. You people, Banag. I don't know where to start with this story. Okay. In firm one, we have a son who is fed up of his family, right? And this son is trying to get a different life away from his family with his woman. Frame two, we have the father to the son that is trying to get help from the son, but being blocked out by the wife of the son. You people, let me help you understand. From what I know, oh, I have a bird on my balcony. Oh my God. I didn't know they come here. Look at him moving. It's a crow. These crows are very smart. He wants something. Like I was saying, in my country, in Uganda, when you are trying to get a business started in a building that is not new, where there is already a tenant, you have to buy what they call goodwill. This goodwill money only buys space. You only buy space. And buying space is so expensive in Kampala. Once you finish buying the space, you've not bought stock, you've not paid rent, you've not even paid the money to change the names of the business into your names. You've also not paid your taxes, any of those taxes. You've not paid for your advertisement, because I am paying advertisement, and believe me, advertisement is very expensive. This is why people that I shoot for should be paying me good money. Because I'm paying people to advertise my bugs, and I can swear to God, this shit is expensive. And the results are not even guaranteed, they're simply promised. This person has not paid their food, they've not paid a single thing elsewhere. But you people, what happened to the parents of these days? Like seriously, when I was growing up, we used to have this thing whereby we have family. A family in Africa is actually big. These families have elders in them. They have people that are highly respected by everyone. If you have a dispute to detangle, reach out to one of the family elders. They will arrange and summon the person you want to talk to. If this person refuses to talk to you, when you both go there, You will dispute your issues. And then the elders and other people present will hear you out, and then they will judge. And then you will all come to a conclusion. Half the time failure to come to a conclusion, it will lead to a lifetime beef. Generational, in fact. Whereby the children they produce will be like, oh, we don't like that one, we don't talk to that one because of this and because of that. And the children of the other one. And then it is up to you, the children, to decide at what point should this beef last. Okay? But as a grown-ass man, going to the internet and trying to curse your child, make your child look all kinds of bad, the same business that you are claiming they should be getting money from to help you, you've put it out on the internet and you're bashing them so heavily, and people that could have been potential clients, already clients, are now looking at them in a bad light and saying they are bad people, we can't support them. You think the internet is going to help you? The internet is only there for temporary. They will come and help you one time. One fucking time. And then all you will have left is that family that you went to destroy on the internet. Especially if these people have been there for you. Forget these people that are bums, you know? My father is a bum. I can say that openly and I don't fucking feel guilty about it. But we also have issues of fathers, right? That talk the most, especially African fathers in Africa. They talk the most. They have the loudest talk. They have the cringiest, loudest fucking talk. But they've abandoned these children. They've mistreated these children. And because the children won't come out to say their side of the story, because Africans have this thing of parents are never wrong. But who the fuck is never wrong in this world? Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone fucks up. Own your mistakes. Own up to them. Stop this whole covering behind culture and all these mentality things that you have going on. People are hurting their children, and then they wake up in the morning and maybe do one or two nice things, and then they expect these children to go above and beyond for them. Some of you are very bad parents. Very bad. So the boy has not told us the side of the story. By the time, I know some of you say, it's witchcraft. Who the fuck told you it's witchcraft? Is it witchcraft when your father abandons you and doesn't take care of you and only shows up in your life when they realize that you have the possibility of being successful? Somehow they now want to jump on the bandwagon because they see it's the winning team. Is that witchcraft? Was he under witchcraft? When you were out there starving or something, your mother was out there scrounging and looking for a little bit, anything to help you and raise you without him. Was that witchcraft? So why is it that when it comes the other way around, when it's the children doing the naughty, it's witchcraft? You people, the double standards have to stop. The double standards have to stop. There is no smoke without fire. There is a reason as to why that boy behaved the way he behaved. Let me tell you something. I know for sure. I've seen things, man. I've seen somebody keeps calling me and I don't understand why she won't. And suddenly, I've been asking her to do work at work. She always waits for the most weird hours. Who the fuck told her I'm at work at this time? I'm tired of doing all that shit. When some people are supposed to be doing what they're supposed to be doing and not even there. And then you're there pulling shifts for people who don't fucking appreciate you. Fuck these people. Anyway, I was saying, guys, the double standards have to stop. If you're a parent and you want to benefit from your parent, from your children in your old age, there is that relationship you have to build with your children, that relationship away from money, away from that bond, that special bond. When you happen to bond with your children when they are young, the older they grow, they genuinely love you, not because they have to, but because they do. If you follow up, you realize that most children just love their parents because, well, this is my parent, and they attach emotions to that. But then there is difference. There is those children that love their parents because they love them. Because these parents have been there for them. These parents have guided them. They've nurtured them, These parents have been friends to them. But some of you, you reap what you sow. Let me just say that and leave it at that, Lower your expectations. When it comes to your children, lower them. Lower them. Lower them and simply do your best. Do your absolute best for them. And then wait. Pray for your children too. Because these children of yours are going through hell. They're going through so much. Hi, Rose. Your children are going through so much. Some of you won't even spare a minute. All you will do is, because you're bigger than your children, you bully them. You bully your children, because you want to show power. And I don't get it. Some of you, your life's so miserable. The only place you can be king is when you're bullying your children. But then to what end? And then you are the same person that's going to say, I fed the child. I raised the child. I took the child to school when other people were not taking the children to school. I gave the child the best life. Like, what the fuck? That's your responsibility. When you wake up to go and have that child in this day and age where there is so much family planning and anything, it is a choice you've made. So when you wake up to give that child a life, any life you do, that is your responsibility. That child doesn't owe you shit. That child doesn't owe you shit. And you have to get that straight. A lot of you don't want to get it. But children are a choice. They are a choice. Unless you're raped. But still, first 24 hours, 48 hours can still be fixed. A few things can be fixed. And maybe those young people, teenage parents who know nothing, they are sold off by their parents. We have a lot of that here. Those ones, we don't hold them accountable. But then we're talking about you, a grown-ass woman and man that's made the choice to conceive. Like, seriously. And some of you are not getting pregnant on the first go. You're getting pregnant on the 100th go. But then you feel like, nah, this child owes you. You went and had unprotected sex over 50, 20, 10 times, knowing well what will happen. And then you got pregnant, carried this child to term. And then you went ahead and started blaming everybody else for your sexual decisions. Wow. You blame your children too, You're cursing on your children. How are you cursing the same child that you expect to help you? You're cursing your children. Just because the child won't do what you want, you're like, God will see you. You're going to, you have all this. That's when you remember to pull out all them scriptures of obey your mother and your father, or whatever the hell. You were very bad people. I mean, not all of you, some of you. Stop this. Some of you are just victim. You have a victim mindset. You have a victim mindset, man. Children are struggling. Meanwhile, let me tell you something. Some of us, our parents, actually should be calling on us, especially my mother, or actually only my mother, should be calling on me whenever and wherever. My mother never calls me for any support. Never. In fact, I am turning 30 in September. My mother calls me to see if I'm okay. I choose When I have money and my budget is good, I'm going to send her something. I'm going to do something for her. When I don't do it, even if it's 2 months consecutively, she won't be complaining. She won't be calling me. She'll simply check up on me. Are you okay? Is everything okay? When I call my mother, I'm turning 30. When I call her and I tell her life is not good today, can you help me with this? She will help me. She will. I'm turning 30. My young sister gave birth, but if that girl called our mother for anything, my mother will be quickly to help her. My mother won't be telling her, what about that boyfriend of yours? What about the family of the girl? Nothing. She won't bring none of that up. She'll simply help her. But some of you, the moment your children finish maybe a degree or something, and maybe they get, oh, now that you have a job. Do you know that a lot of children in Africa won't tell their parents that they are working? Do you know that? Because they know the moment someone, or people in my family hear that I got a job, everyone is going to come to me with their problems. We also have those people that are going out there still in this day and age in Africa, having sex, getting pregnant, giving birth to children for some of their well-off relatives to raise and take care of. Like, can you imagine? You wake up to go and get pregnant, planning that the other cousin of yours that you had has a good job will be sending you money to raise your child. And when they don't, you'll go on a cursing spree. Wow. We are so lucky that our fates don't lie in the hands of people half the time. But if people decided what your life would be, what your fate would be, where you'd end up, a lot of y'all would be dead already, because half the people you're related to don't like you. They don't like you. They don't want you to live a better life than them. They don't want you to succeed. And I mean it. Your friends and people you're related to. A lot of these women have gone through all this nonsense, mistreatment, what. They will never tell the young generation any of this stuff. When they themselves are suffering. Can you imagine? Simply work and save something. It doesn't have to be much. Something small for your old age. These days being old starts as young as 35. You hit 35, set up that saving thing. Set it up. Because after 35, 40, you're going to have a hard time getting a job. You're going to have a hard time getting to do a lot of things the way people do them. You'll think you're looking so hard at these celebrities, they're misleading you. The lives these celebrities are living are not the lives you're going to live. You're not going to be a 70-year-old. Who is that woman? She's 70, but she looks like she's 20. And the way she's still getting booked and dancing on shows like she did. You're not going to have that life. Let's just be realistic with yourself. You can have a decent life, but you may not be Chia. Yeah, she's Chia. Is it? Chia? Something like that. They mislead us. The moment you hit 35, set it up. And if you have money coming through before 35, then save something small. Put it aside for your old age. For you, just for you. Just in case your kids don't have a good life as you hoped they would. Just because your kids can as well die, God forbid. They can die. So what happens when they die, when that's your retirement plan? You're going to curse God, curse everybody because what? Your children died? It's life. It's suck of life. Life is crazy. I'm just saying. Learn to bet on yourself, okay? Oh, Rose, thanks for your compliment. How is university taking you? I need to get back into shooting. I miss it. I'm putting my energy in things that are just not worth it as much. I mean, the money, yeah, but nah. Then I need to find a different way to edit my content. Nonetheless, thank you for watching me, Doreen's African Experiences. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe because, well, I am me. Yeah. So, yeah, keep a lookout. I'll be going live more and more. But take care of yourself. There are so many things I know that I cannot disclose or tell you yet, because I know that some information will hurt some people. And I don't like hurting some of you. But yeah, have a nice week. In my country, it's Wednesday. Tomorrow is Thursday. Time is rushing like crazy. But still, we shall get through it. Step by step, you know, step by step. And please don't kill yourself. You'll die soon anyway. You don't have to rush the process. Take time. Talk to someone, you know. Talk to strangers. Actually, make it a habit to talk to complete strangers, people that don't even know you. Meet somebody and tell them, do you have a minute? I need someone to talk to. I don't know if that works in Europe because, well, most Europeans are not friendly. But if you can find someone friendly enough for you to vent to, do it. Just do it. Vent, 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 vent as much as you can. We are all suffering in one way or another. The world is all miserable. Don't be fooled. Even celebrities are suffering. Regular people are suffering. Politicians are suffering. Everyone is suffering. So you are not the only one that is suffering. The only difference is we are suffering at different magnitudes. Yeah. So don't give up. Keep going. Do that thing that will get you places. Do it. But also be safe and take care of yourself, okay? Because today's problems will still be tomorrow's problems and the other year's problems. If you think I'm lying, think about last year. What were your problems last year? Then look at this year and compare and see if you don't have similar problems. So yeah, today's problems will still be tomorrow's problems. Yeah, you'll fix them today, they'll come back. They'll come back. So learn to move through life without ADHD, is it what they call it? It's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's hard, it's tough, but it gets better. It gets better. You learn, you grow, you mature to live with those problems and solve them slowly over time. And then you will be triumphant. And then you will be writing your own book and telling people in your own YouTube channel that, I can't believe I survived this. This was the hardest time of my life, but I made it, you know? Oh, still buzz. They're going to pour that slab. Guys, please have a nice day. Bye. You take care of yourselves.